back into improving those core skills by enhancing the key areas discussed. The integration of technology in the classroom has also opened the doors to new methods or modes of language teaching. You're probably all well familiar with the term flipped classroom, the concept of delivering content outside of the classroom to release in-class sessions for questions and reflection on material consumed and produced outside, making the most of face-to-face time between teachers and students. Online learning is as much a social activity as an individual one. Setting group tasks creates a collaborative learning situation which can be carried out both in person and online, settings which both require different skill sets. These new learning modes are contributing to the breakdown of the traditional student as consumer, teacher as producer relationship, moving towards a more student-led, autonomous, and blended learning approach. Now, let's take a look at some examples of digital resources. First up is an example from Christopher Lacey, the Japanese teacher at Languages for All here at Leeds. He has been using Padlet, which is a multimedia platform in which you create virtual walls. I've just taken some screenshots of his page to demonstrate. As you can see in the top left corner, here is a presentations wall in which students have posted their media as a kind of thumbnail to the wall. If I were to say then click on Miranda's presentation here, a larger window would then open up and you could then scroll through her slides. Chris found a great amount of participation in this online project. However, a lack of integration into the assessment of the course meant students didn't have the time to spend on these presentations, although it was an aspect they greatly enjoyed. Padlet is an attractive visual space, easy to use and accessible from a variety of mobile devices. It breeds collaboration as students share resources about current trends and interests. It also has a variety of security features to avoid privacy issues. The walls can be embedded into websites, acting as the blog page of perhaps a broader digital site such as the next example. This is a website I created for students of Italian teacher Patrizia Lavisani, the idea being that they have links to resources and creative online software and services which they can then use to create digital presentations, which they will post onto their own group page within the website. On the site there are also how-to videos showing them how to access, navigate and troubleshoot various resources, as well as important information about copyright and Creative Commons. This website is brand new and we're waiting to get feedback from the students after the Christmas break. What you can see on the screen are examples I have created myself to show the students the potential projects they could create. A very simple but popular resource has been our PowerPoint karaoke, in which groups come together outside class time to practice their language skills. The concept is very simple. There is a presentation of 4 slides that the student has never seen before, and they must come up with a pretend presentation, describing the slides that appear in the 15 seconds before they move on. We've had a lot of success and fun with both English and foreign language students. We've been running these sessions on our new digital media wall, part of the recently refurbished Language Zone, formerly the Self-Access Area, an open access library with a mix of formal and informal learning spaces, and activities to engage students such as Conversation Club and the Language Exchange Scheme. But rather than talk about it, let's take a look.
Welcome.
Ni hao.
Benvenuti.
Cześć, witajcie.
Bienvenidos.
Diayanu.
Yokoso.
Bem-vindo.
Herzlich willkommen.
Welcome to the Language Zone. Part of the University of Leeds Language Centre, you can find us in the Parkinson Building. Just jump in the lift or take the stairs to the 2nd floor. The lobby is fitted with comfortable seating and a 6-screen media wall showing timetables, information and student projects. There will always be a member of our wonderful counterstaff team on hand to ask for help or maybe just have a chat. As you walk through to the study room, you will notice 2 booths for personal laptops or tablet use and 4 spacious computer carousels for you to access the university virtual learning environment or one of the many online resources the Learning Zone has to offer, including live streaming TV through the IPTV system, or you can browse and watch DVDs in a variety of languages. The shelves at the back of the study room contain English DVDs, dictionaries and graded readers. These are free to borrow, just bring along your staff or student ID card. Other language learning materials, covering 40 languages, are available to browse and use in the study room. There are plenty of opportunities to meet native speakers of English and many other languages during your time at university. Please get in touch to find out more. If you have any issues or questions regarding your language learning, you can make an appointment with our language learning advisor. Just ask at the counter or send us an email.
The Language Zone is a fantastic resource for students at the University of Leeds. I think it's a great way for students to learn in a relaxed way. It's a great way for them to take charge of their own language learning, to really explore some of the resources that we have available here, to get advice as required, but really to be driving the process themselves. The resources are absolutely fantastic. It's a beautiful space, as you can see, and the cutting edge resources that we've got mean that it's one of the very best places that I can imagine to be a language learner.
So where do we go from here? There are many exciting opportunities as the world of online educational materials expands and improves. iTunes U is just one example of a content repository that is taking off in a major way with the advent of MOOCs, or massive open online courses, reaching far beyond the residential students here at Leeds. We even have award-winning content from teachers at the School of Medicine, for example. But the resources available for languages is only a fraction of what it could be, especially considering the potential for language teaching to specifically benefit learners when in a multimedia setting. And the resources don't need to be technologically complex or require heavy media production. Simple videos can be the most powerful and engaging. Let's take a look at an example outside of languages, just to give you an idea of the spectrum of online materials available. This from Derek B. Scott, Professor of Critical Musicology here at Leeds, as he demonstrates his composition of The Perfect Eurovision Song.
That sort of lift creates an extra bit of elation for a final chorus. There are other things, and I can demonstrate those in my own song. People ask me every day, how should I behave? In multicultural Europe, the matter can be grave. Well, I have an answer. Listen to me now. I'll tell you all that you need to know, and what to do and how. Be nice to nice people. Be rude to rude people. Come on, everybody, laugh and sing. Ha 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 ha. It's better than wearing lots of bling. Be nice.
And on that note, let's pass over to Yaja Teletska, our language learning advisor, for a bit of insight into the student-centered approach and interaction.